Welcome to the Young Crones Cafe, where you can get a magic brew full of all sorts of information, both witchy and practical.
Grab a cup of coffee and join us. I'm Elizabeth, a wordsmith.
And I'm Dave, a modern-day sage.
We are going to talk about various witchcraft and life topics from a slightly more mature perspective, at least most of the time.
Thanks for joining us.
Here's a little something extra from the Young Crones Cafe to get you through until our next regularly scheduled episode. Today is actually Leap Day as I record this. That extra day that they stick in our calendar every 4 years so that the actual time it takes the Earth to revolve around the sun continues to match. Our Gregorian calendar is based on a 365-day cycle, and the actual orbit takes 365 and 1/4 days. So this is how the fix works that they have come up with. It gets called leap year because the calendar leaps ahead 2 days of the week instead of one. A nugget of information, it is actually courtesy of Julius Caesar, who originally came up with the idea of celebrating Leap Day. His other big contribution to this process was actually to name July after himself. The point is that this day is a fairly rare occurrence in all of our lives. If you live to be 80, you will have only experienced 20 of them. Or so it's a great day to kick up your heels and have fun in a unique or unusual way. Wear silly socks to work, or sing out loud with the windows down in your car if the weather's appropriate. Who cares if the world thinks you are wildly eccentric? Being eccentric is vastly underrated anyway. Most of the great artists, writers, and poets of the past were considered either lunatics or eccentrics, so you would be in great company. In fact, my former partner Sue and I used to have the long-range goal of growing up to be as eccentric as possible, and I like to think most days I am well on my way. Here's something you can do for the day. Find joy in doing. Think of something that brings you great joy and do it just for the heck of it. Notice how you feel when you don't worry about what other people will think about what you are doing or how you look. Doesn't it feel wonderful not to have to always consider exactly how your actions will be perceived before you do something? And a long-range idea is creating a long-term spell that will manifest by the next leap day. Like a blue moon, this doesn't happen often, so it's a great time to make long-term spells or create a list of things you need to develop in your life. Write down your need and seal it up inside a box or an envelope or whatever you want. Now, don't look at it until the next leap day and realize what you have actually manifested. I mean, think about all those other rare occurrence days, like a blue moon or a leap day. Where we live and practice, next month, we're actually going to experience a full solar eclipse. And the conjunction of these solar and lunar energies during such an occurrence is a great time to consider magic that needs to use both of those types of energies. Or for yourself, an anniversary or a birthday is a rarer occurrence in your life where you could plan some sort of celebration or magic or ritual to mark the date or to create spells for longer term change. The idea, though, behind Leap Day is literally to go out and have fun. So please go out and enjoy yourself today. Think of it as leaping forward into a newer, different time frame because we've actually adjusted the calendar. Of course, the change for daylight savings time is coming up soon for a lot of people in this country and around the world. And for those of us who resent it, maybe Congress will finally get it together and quit shifting things around. Now, there's a long-term piece of magic I could actually work to manifest myself. In any event, even though you're getting this a little past the actual leap day, doesn't matter. The nice part about being a witch is recognizing these cycles of time and that things done at approximately the right date work just as well as the actual date. So until next time, may you find mirth and reverence in all things. It looks like the coffee cups are empty for this week. We hope you join us again next Tuesday, but you can find us at our website, 2youngcrones.com. That's the number 2, Young Crones.
We'd love to have you join our growing online Discord community. Check out our new Patreon presence. Just look for Young Crones Cafe. Through Patreon, you'll be able to make it to our Discord. We are also Young Crones Cafe on Twitter and Facebook.
Until then, remember, we are witches who work with energies to effect change.
We are believers in both immanent and transcendent divine.
We are celebrants of the passage of the solar and lunar cycles.
We are hedge walkers who pass back and forth between the worlds of the magical and the mundane.
We are seekers of knowledge.
And we are walkers of a spiritual tradition we call the Path.
So mote it be.
So mote it be.